Good morning dear students. Let's start today's class. In last class we completed up to question number 7. Okay. Now today we are going to complete remaining questions. Okay. Before we start the questions from the book, there are some examples we have to learn. So now the start at 216. Count back in steps of 10. Steps of 10. Will you say 96? Why? Because it is yes. Why? Look at here. Here is the 6 and 96 also here 6. So 216 minus 10 how much? 206. 206 minus 10 how much? 196. 196 minus 10 how much? 180. So ones place again repeated again and again 6. So S, because 6 repeats in ones place. 6 repeats in one place. So 6 only, right or no? So suppose if I start from the 215, if I ask you, will you say at the last number is, maybe example I ask you 95? Yes. Why? Because just compare, here is the 5, here also 5 in ones place. Because if you subtract 10 every time, only the changes only tens place. Ones place is same, right? Like 215 minus 10 is 205. 205 minus 10 is 195. 195 minus 10 is 185. That means every time changes only tens place, but the ones place is remain same. So that's why every time if the ones place is 5, again if you subtract 10, then 5 is again in ones place only. So it is possible. Okay. So next is start at 92, count back in steps of 5. So will you say 57? Yes. Why? Because 92 minus 5 is 87. 87 minus 5 is 82. 82 minus 5 is 77. So look at here if you look at the sequence, in a ones place 2 and 7 only. That means 7 repeated several times. That means sometimes 7 is repeated. So just check it. Here is a 7. That means there is a number 7 in a sequence. There is a number 7 in a sequence. So it is possible. So yes, because 7 repeats several times in one's place. Okay. Now coming to the questions from your book, page number 17. What is the question number 8 now? Start at 197, count back in steps of 10. Will you say 27? How do you know? So yes, look at here, 197 minus 10. Just we discuss about this example. Whenever you subtract 10, only changes the tens place. The ones place remains same. So 197 minus 10 how much? 187. 187 minus 10 is 177. 177 minus 10 is 167. So here ones place is what? 7. So here also all are 7 only in ones place. So yes, because 7 repeats in ones place. Okay. Now coming to the question number 9. Start at 36, count back in steps of 5. Start at 36, count back in steps of 5. Will you say 11? Yes. Why? Because 36 minus 5 is 31. 31 minus 5 is 26. 26 minus 5 is 21. So if you look at the sequence, in one's place 6 or 1 only. In one's place 6 and 1 only. So he asks you, will you say 11? So 11 means here one's place is what? 1. So only check every time one's place only. If you look at the only one number difference, you will get the answer. You will get the correct answer. It is yes or no. So 1 is repeated sometimes, right? And 1 is repeated in a sequence sometimes. So 11, it's possible. Okay. Now the last question is number 10. Start at 118, count back in steps of 10. Will you say 68? Again the same. 10 means what? Every time changes the tens place only. So like here 118 minus 10 is what? 108. 108 minus 10 is 98. 98 minus 10 is 88. 88 minus 10 is 78. 78 minus 10 is 68. That means ones place every time 8 only. Okay. So it is possible. Yes. If you want to write why, because 8 is repeated again and again in one's place. Correct. So now your homework is prepared for tomorrow test. Tomorrow you have a test. What are the page numbers? 44, 45, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16 and 17. So today you have to practice these pages. Tomorrow in a class you have to ask me any doubts, any questions from these pages. So I will explain you your doubts. I hope you understand today's class work. If you have any more questions, you can ask me in the next class. Thank you.